Hey guys, welcome to the Heart of David. Hope you guys are all doing well, wherever you are. Today's video is about suffering physically, mentally, and faith. And to be quite honest, I don't even really know what I think of things to say when I'm like this. Only the odd time now I write things down on paper. I can write really good articles and make my videos better. I could do that, but I like to do videos by the Spirit. Not to say that you can't jot things down and still speak with the Spirit of God in you, because, excuse me, if you're of God, right, then that Spirit will be there. But I don't face the most favorable situations, as you probably know, and I hope you can identify with what I'm going through. So just imagine this, like, I have some very disabling conditions, and to try to have faith with those, pardon me guys, I should have checked the volume on this first. The volume settings can switch when they want sometimes. They do that, and that's why you see people with low volume videos. No, it isn't. Sometimes, like, Windows will just do that on you. I'm not going to name my physical conditions, but you probably have an idea of what they are. You know, they're the most severe things there are. And I'm finding more stuff, as you probably understand, in my last video, which is a good thing. I'm going to tell you where I am at this very second. I have a lot of stress on my shoulders right now. You know, I live alone. I take care of everything alone. You know, I do the bills, I do my meds, I do my supplements, I do my workouts, I do my walks, I go to work, and I go to university, and I take care of these conditions. It's very stressful. University on top of that, full-time university. So, you know, I'm more used to it now, but the stress of it certainly is causing kidney stones. And in this video, I'm having one. As you can see, you can see my eyes squinted. That's because the lights get very bright when I get kidney stones. The lights just go immensely bright on me. You know, these bright lights, I don't know, man. I wish every place, I wish every home, I wish hospitals and institutions didn't have bright halogen lights. It would make things better. My stomach is being squeezed in a knot, but that could also be my lower esophageal sphincter. Like I said, I have a positive number that on my manometry that would indicate achalasia or esophageal spasm, which is a horrific thing, which is probably the answer to why I lost so much weight. I finally got an answer. I shouldn't have a number like that. It's very high. And my med here that stops spasms would make it even lower, so the number would really be higher. In any case, on top of this, we've had like 2 or 3 cold spells where I live. So imagine this. On top of everything else, you wake up and you're like, even when you put hear my stomach? Even when you put the temperature at whatever it is, I put my temperature at high. I have intractable pain, so the cold is my enemy. But I'm the only one outside walking when it's minus 20. Biking in minus 20. But when you have cold snaps that just keep going on for, you know, 1 week, 2 weeks at a time, you know, it's right now it's -6. It's -6 Celsius, not Fahrenheit, but just the other day, just yesterday, and just the other day it was like -17, -20 Celsius. That can make things pretty, you know, feel pretty low, but usually I'm the type of person who just says, hey, you know, let's make the best of it in there. That usually is my personality, to try to make the best of a situation, because you don't want to lose your faith. And I'm talking about faith in God, but also faith that you can make it through. And obviously faith making it through is God, and it's a spirit inside of us that pushes us. Life can be very difficult, and you know, I believe I'm speaking to people who either suffer psychologically, like more than usual, or obviously people with pain. And I'm not saying I suffer psychologically more than usual, but I do suffer psychologically, you know, without a doubt. And these pains and these kidney stones, and man, a kidney stone, that'll elevate your anxiety. It does. It elevates panic, boy, man, and anything else you're going through. Pardon me a second. Try speaking in a video when you feel like there's a nail in your stomach. So I'm going to take you to last night. By the way, in my last videos of, and I'm not going to make another video of this. You can look at my last videos. My personal belief is that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. That's what I believe. And if you want to see what I have summarized in document form, like written out nicely, you can just ask for it. And I'm not going to put it in the description box if you want to see it, because of the title of this video. If you want to see it, ask me for it and I'll give it to you in document form. It's much better than my videos. And I really should do some videos reading those, but in any case, just the unbelievable amount of biblical evidence backup to it is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. In any case, that's not the subject of this video. I'm going to have to get out of the camera again for a second. Give me a second. It's just the way it is. I thought you would be interested. I showed you my beeswax. That owl I got, you know, it's just, it's not big, but you know, beeswax candles are expensive. It's that owl there. It's kind of crap when you, yeah, that's not the best camera for focusing in. It's a good camera, but this is not. But you can see as I'm trying to make a good collection. I have, I think, 5 different owls. Anyways, this guy's pretty cool. Just an add to the collection. People really love those owls. And then I got this guy. Actually, should I say girl? And no, it's not Mary. You can just see there, just a woman praying. If you've suffered with things like kidney stones and you know, in particular abdominal pain, you know how irritable you can get. You know how agitating it can feel? And it can really throw off everything in your life. In my case, do you guys know, like, I can only eat about 15%, it may even be less, of foods. I have to follow both a celiac diet, and I also have the splenic flexure syndrome diet, which is 15, and so you add those two together, it's probably even less. So I'm only left with a certain choice of foods, and I have to pick, and the healthy ones that I eat probably, they do, because of the protein, contribute to kidney stones, and it's unfortunate, but at least I eat healthy food. Last night, I was walking in the garage. I had just gone I was taking off the fairings of my motorcycle just to look to see that some bolts, to see if some bolts fit that I had purchased a long time ago. And after I was done, I started walking through my garage, and I was going along pretty quickly, and I can get panic attacks. I'm not going to deny that I have panic disorder, but it's a lot more controlled than it used to be. I'm supposing I get that because of things like PTSD and maybe traumas that I've gone through. When you have a kidney stone and you're irritable and agitated, it raises everything else. So I'm walking through the garage, and there's a lot of corners, there's a lot of people can come out of a door out of here and there, and I'm not the type of person who likes to be surprised, probably both because of autism and because of PTSD. And if I see someone coming, right here, someone in front of me, on side, behind me, that's fine. I will not get a panic attack usually. But if I'm walking and all of a sudden someone just appears, bam, I can get one. I can get it to the point where I feel like I can fall on the ground. But that also has to do with I get these things. I forget the name of them, heart flutters type things. In any case, I got one yesterday. There was a couple that just came out suddenly. Like I'm walking, I look up, bam, they're there. Have a wicked panic attack, and I may, before I had faith in God, I may have, what's the word? I have a good vocabulary of words, but not when I'm like this. I may have overlooked that, I may not have overlooked that and dwelt upon that. You get what I'm saying? Because of faith in God, because of I know the promises of God, those things don't really bug me. I may feel a bit shame, a bit embarrassed that I had one in front of them, but that's not the end of the world. I understand that. If you can get to that point, that's good, right? If you can go through those things. And so that happened. Imagine waking up in the morning, right? I got to do my workout. I got to eat. I got to do a workout every single morning for about an hour. I do my dips, my push-ups, my shoulders, my arms. And when you wake up in the morning and you feel this way, that irritability is there, you got pain going through your back down, in the kidney area, in the back, the lower back, it can make for a very rough day. And the beginning of your day really matters. It's something to wake up in the morning, and it's, like I said, it adds up. It's freezing cold outside. You got intractable pain. It's getting at your bones and your muscles. And you're also dealing with the kidney stones, so you're even more cold. How do you get through times like that? How do you get through times like that? Isn't that what this is all about? And this is the epitome of what I'm talking about. We're going to go through rough times. We're going to go through times like this, and you know, things like that in my life are just the tip of the iceberg, unfortunately. And that's why I hope on video I can help provide you with more hope. I gotta leave the cameras again. I don't like eating and drinking on camera because it's very tough to swallow, and I'm understanding more now why I don't like to do it. It's because of my esophagus, my lower esophageal sphincter. Really, to be honest, I don't know what else to say. What's the only thing that you can do? Now, I'm in university for addictions counseling. When I'm not going through a kidney stone, I'm doing pretty good. I know how to manage those other things. I've been working at this place now for over 2.5 months. When I'm like this, you know, here's the thing, right? When either you're suffering psychologically, and yes, I'm in the background is God, okay? Well, he's above all, but what I'm saying, if you have work and should I go to work like this, you know, most people would say no, you know, just get better and that type of stuff. But in my situation, this can go on for a week. This can go on for a week easily. You know, usually I make the decision just to go anyways, you know, because you know what happens when you start to put things on the back burner? They start to eat away at you. Suddenly you find yourself isolated and alone, and you forget what it's like to you know, both be around someone, to help someone, to be in society. I mean, I'm always out and around, right, every single day, but you have to have faith. What would I have done without God in all this? Where I was, and I'm not even going to say the words, you already know. You probably already know. There was no reason. There was nothing to live for. And that's exactly when God came into my life in a born again manner, like changed my heart, changed everything in me. Without the Spirit of God being born again, it would be very hard to look forward to these things at all. So when I have a panic attack in front of people like that, I just shrug it off. When people say things about me, if they do, I try to just shrug it off, because I know who's my judge, right? Like Paul says. I know who my judge is. But how do I continue to try to live a life of fulfillment? And I don't mean just God, okay? I mean like to actually be able to enjoy the things in life that you're doing, right? You're going to have to find something that you enjoy doing, and you're going to have to put faith behind it. Like what I don't mean away. I mean put faith into it and do it with faith and keep looking forward, because I'll tell you, in physical condition like mine, there is no other choice. And to be honest, I don't want another choice, right? God is my Savior. I love God. God is love. I'm glad to have him in my life. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I think that's where I'm going to stop. You know, the feeling that I have here on the camera right now, and, you know, it's just very tough to make a video like this, is like, you know, there's like a dark cloud hanging over your life. But I understand that what this cloud is a physical one, and it's affecting, it's affecting my mental, but my spiritual side understands what I have to do. So I hope this helps you in your, whether it be you can't separate them. Physical, if you have physical issues, you're going to have psychological issues too. And if you have psychological issues already, and then you gain a physical issue, it's going to amplify it. Trying to keep up my water and oranges, like, you know, just in one sitting I have a plate of oranges in just one sitting. It's very tough. I can feel this. It feels like there's a rock stabbing in my, I don't know, man. Like I said, if anyone wants to read that list that I made of Trump and Elon, I don't know if Elon is. I don't know if he is, but it certainly appears so. These are my beliefs, and if proven otherwise, you know, it's only right of a Christian to say I was wrong. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot of biblical evidence for me to say such a thing. So if you want to read that, I'd be happy to share you the link. And I just wanted to ask you to pray for Elijah, let's just say. Please pray for him. You don't have to do it in the comments section, just do it in private. A prayer of financial blessing in a time of uncertainty. That's what I'll say. And also in that prayer, a prayer of finding the proper pathway. I don't even think it's needed, because I think God will help find that pathway or lead you in that pathway. But in any case, I pray for you that God will intercede. And he will. And he will. In any case, I hope this helps someone. I can't really get any more specific. It's really tough dealing with abdominal pain, dealing with physical pain, that is physical pain, but it manifests in so many different ways. And for me, it ends up in a lot of psychological suffering due to the irritability it causes, due to the agitation it causes, due to the anxiety it causes, due to the panic that it can bring on. It's really hard to I have a lot of longevity, okay? I have the ability to take a lot of pain because of the things I've been through. But it's still very tough to go through. God bless. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.